and welcome to the Crazy Sock Lady YouTube channel. My name is Kay and this is my channel where I share all about my making adventures. Today is September 6th. It is 9:30 a.m. This is kind of an impromptu recording here. I do not even have show notes. We are supposed to get some storms. There's like a slight chance and I'm really hoping that we do, but I wanted to record before it starts getting dark. I can like see clouds off in the distance. So I was like, oh my gosh, let's just go ahead and dive in and record. And it might be a little, I don't even know, but cause there's no notes. So I just grabbed everything and we're just gonna talk about it all and hope that I don't forget anything. So you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as The Crazy Sock Lady, and I do have links right down below this video. If you just look below the video and hit where it says more, everything should drop down for you. There will be links for everywhere that you can find me, as well as links to all of my Ravelry project pages and any shops that I talk about. I do have some mail that came today. I've ordered quite a few things. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I've just been wanting all the fall and Halloween yarns and all the yarns in general. So we got mail today. I do have one finished object. I have 3 new cast-ons. So excited about those. So let's just talk about all the things. First, though, we do have our Summer Sock Camp winners. Summer Sock Camp did come to a close on August 31st. Thank you so much for making this such an amazing year, y'all. It was so great and inspiring, and just it really filled my cup. So I hope that it did that for y'all as well. I have not even drawn the winners yet, I'll be honest, because this was so impromptu. I had like sat down with my coffee and was ready to do the computer work. An alert popped up on my phone that there was a chance of storms because I had forgotten, and I was like, oh dear, let's just record now. Because partly I would kind of like to be like cozied up later if it does storm here shortly, and cozy up and knit for a bit, because there's nothing better when it storms, is there? So yes, I am going to put our Summer Sock Camp winners up here on the screen. We have winners from Ravelry, the chatter, and the finished objects thread, as well as the Instagram hashtag. I have drawn them all randomly, and yes, I will put them on the screen. So if you are an Instagram winner, please contact me at crazysock-ladypodcast@gmail.com. If you are one of our Ravelry winners, you can just contact me via Ravelry. Just message me on there. I'll just need your shipping information and I will get your prizes shipped out to you. We do also, before I forget, since I don't have notes, we have our prize winner from last episode for the Midwest Stitches project bag and a skein of yarn. So I will put the winner for that on the screen right now. So congratulations to all of our winners, Summer Sock Camp and our prize winner from last episode. And I will just need you to contact me at my email, crazysock-ladypodcast@gmail.com. And I'll need your shipping information so I can get that sent out to you. We will do another giveaway this episode. I did not grab anything out of the prize cabinet, but it will be just another little prize bundle from our prize cabinet. So all you have to do is comment down below this episode. Any comment will enter you, and I will draw a winner for this next episode. All right, let's talk knitting now. So finished objects, I have 1 pair of socks finished. Finished my August Yarnable socks just in the nick of time. I really wanted to finish them by the end of August because I had so many things I wanted to cast on September 1st. Speaking of, there should already be a vlog up on the channel that is a Hello September vlog. It is me prepping for my September 1st cast-ons, casting those on, just some little snippets of our weekend. So I hope that you guys enjoy that. Make sure to head over and watch it if you haven't already. Just kind of a little behind the scenes of me casting on. But this was the August Yarnable colorway that I did get finished by the end of August. This is Grow with the Flow. It is so pretty. I love this one so much. I just did my Vanilla Socks pattern on, what did I knit these on? Magic Loop. I'm almost positive. And I did 64 stitches. I did knit 2, purl 2, rib for the cuff for 25 rounds. And they're for me. I decided to keep them for myself. That is the only thing that I have finished. There's nothing else has been finished. All right, I'm gonna drink some coffee real quick before it gets cold. I have cast on quite a few things though. I forgot about these. So let me show you these first because they're right here on my desk. So I have 4 new cast-ons. This is a pair of socks for Lily's baby doll, her creepy baby doll. I don't know if I talked about that here or if it was just on the membership, but she got a baby doll that she wanted for her birthday, and she had mentioned me knitting some things for the baby doll. So since we were supposed to be leaving Friday to go down there, that is like, this whole week has been insane. So first, like, Monday was Labor Day, so the kids weren't at school, Eric wasn't at work. I decided to take the day off. It was a great relaxing day, but it immediately, like, that started the week off with, like, yes, relaxing greatness, family time, but when it went into Tuesday, it was like, oh, I have this and that, and I need to catch up on this and that now, and like my recording days are a day behind, and so all good. I'm glad I took a day off, but it just kind of threw the week out of its normal balance. And then we were supposed to be leaving Friday to go to my sister Cassie's. It was just going to be Eric and I going down to spend the weekend with her and her husband. And something came up, so we're not going to be able to go now. And I'm so bummed about it. I'm so bummed. It's okay. Everything is fine. It's like, it's not anything like bad that came up. It's just something came up and it was like, you know, we're just not going to go this weekend because we're not all going to be able to spend the weekend together. And that was the whole point in going, because the guys don't get together as often as we do. So the whole point really in the trip was for us all 4 to spend time together. So anyways, long story short, we are not going to my sister's this weekend now. I'm sad about it, but it is okay. It's fine. But I had started, so I recorded the membership video yesterday on Tuesday and had this yarn that I was going to knit socks for Lily's baby doll and showed it on there, went to edit that video, cast on the socks, and then found out we weren't going to go. So I was like, oh, man. But the socks are started. I'm still going to make them for her doll. I'll give them to her next time I see her, or I will ship them off to her because I have some other things I need to send or give to them as well. So it'll be fine. But this is just some scrap yarn that I pulled out of the bin and am using. And I'm using Mina Phillips, I think it's like baby and toddler sock recipe. It's linked on the project page, but I'm doing ribbing the whole way. Instead of like a cuff and then plain vanilla for the leg, I just decided to do ribbing the whole way. I need to measure and see where I am. That's why I haven't done any more on them. But this is the smallest size, 0 to 3 months, because the baby doll is like one of the newborn alive, like they look lifelike. I don't know. One of those things. I'm using US 1 2.25 millimeter needles. One of my sisters is texting me right now. 32 inch, doing the magic loop. And those should go super quick. I knit that leg in like no time yesterday. And then I got to the point where I need to measure and I didn't feel like measuring because I was kind of bummed yesterday, if I'm being honest. And I'm still kind of bummed today. I don't know, I was so looking forward to the weekend away and weekend with them. We just always have the best time when we're together. But yeah, so I'm kind of bummed. And now the whole week is really thrown off because I had planned everything around us leaving Friday. And now I'm like, I got to go to the grocery store. We don't have enough stuff to make dinners for the weekend. So I got to figure all the things out now. But like I said, it's all good. Everything's fine. It was nothing bad. So it's fine. I'll survive. So before I dive into my other new cast-ons, let me show you my temperature blanket. I am caught up on it. It's in a bag from Bags by Awesome Granny. Crazy huge bag. It's getting windy outside, guys. It better not start storming before I'm cozied on the couch. This blanket is getting so big. So big. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, I do not want to rush the end of the year. I'm not saying that. Like, I do not want to rush any of it. But I'm kind of feeling like I'm overworking on this. I know I'm going to love it if I finish it and it'll be worth it. But I probably won't do one again unless there's some like special occasion I want to commemorate with a temperature blanket or something. I definitely won't be doing one next year. It's been enjoyable, and it's only 2 rows a day until I have those transition rows. I'm just kind of feeling like there's so many other things I'm feeling inspired by and that I want to work on. And this is only taking up 10 minutes a day on like a normal day of 2 rows a day. I don't know. So anyways, this is my temperature blanket. I'll just show you from, so right here, these transition rows, you can see there with the eyelets, that was August up to September, and now we're into September. So this dark blue here is 80s. We've had a lot of days in the 80s. We had our highest temperature of the year yesterday. We had 2 days in the 90s. That's what this color is right here. So I have 4 rows in that. And our highest day prior had been 91, I think. Almost positive it was 91. And then yesterday it was 93. So that has been our hottest day of the year. And we've only had 3 days in the 90s, I think. Pretty positive. I counted today and I can't remember if it was 3 or 4. I think it was only 3. And I'm like, man, I love it here. I love it here. After coming from places that you have so many hot and crazy humid days, and even just hot with no humidity, I'm like, man, we've only had 3, might have been 4, 3 or 4 days in the 90s. This is amazing. This is great. So yes, it's getting really big. I'm going to finish it out. I'm going to see it through. I'm going to do it, y'all. Now, new cast ons. Do we want to do sweater or socks first? Let's do socks and finish out with the sweater. So my first one is in a bag by Midwest Stitches. I've pulled out all the fall and Halloween bags. So this is a Hocus Pocus bag. And I did cast on the Cat's Kettle yarn. This is the one that is, she no longer dyes yarn, so it's not available. This is the Sanderson Sisters colorway. And look how amazing that is. Like, it is so good for Sanderson Sisters. It's just perfect. I'm obsessed. So I'm knitting it on 9-inch circulars, and I did do my pop of color at the cuff. I have a tutorial for that here on YouTube. 25 rounds of knit 2 purl 2 for the ribbing. It came with a mini skein, so I am using that for the heel, and then I'll do it for the toe as well, and then the pop of color. I'm just so happy with how this is working up. That is just perfect Sanderson Sisters to me. It looks so good. I can't believe I waited so many years to knit this up, but now I get the joy of knitting it, so it's fine. I do have my little witch progress keeper from the Littlest Charm on there, and it's so cute. And that's it for these. That's all I've gotten done. I feel like, well, I say that's all. I just cast these on September 1st, and when you see the other progress I've made on things too, I feel like this is quite a bit. But I'm just setting them aside now for on-the-go knitting. I had set them aside to take this weekend, but now they'll just be like on-the-go knitting for the next couple of weeks until they're done. I also cast on another pair of socks in this bag by Daisy Girl and Company. It's one of her peekaboo bags where it has the clear on the front. I love it so much because you get a little peek at your project inside. It's so fun, and the fabric is just another cute Halloween one. Okay, I've got, it's a little crazy here, but I'm doing these 2 at a time. Got my 2 cakes in there. This is Heathered Handmaid's Hello Fall, and she did, I do not know if it'll still be up on Friday because I can't remember what the dates were. She had opened up a pre-order for this colorway because there were so many people interested in it. So you can head over and check out her page, her shop. It'll be linked below, but I'm not sure if it'll still be up, the pre-order when this goes up. But here's what it's looking like knit up, and I am obsessed with this one as well. It is so pretty, and it has been so fun to do 2 at a time. I really don't know why I don't do this more often, because I thoroughly enjoy it. So I'm using a 40-inch ChiaoGoo needle for 2 at a time socks. I also have a tutorial for 2 at a time socks on the YouTube here that shows how I split the yarn, how I manage having the 2 cakes, how I knit mine, like my management of it. It explains all of that, but it's definitely enjoyable. I've got one heel flap going. I do them, they both stay on the needle, but I do them separately, if that makes sense. That's just how it works best in my brain. So that is how I do it. So I'm working on one heel flap. I started it last night and I knew I wouldn't get it done. I like to get it done if I'm going to start that heel flap, especially on 2 at a time, but I didn't, and it's okay. So yeah, I did 64 stitches for these, 25 rounds knit 2 purl 2 for the cuff, 60 rounds for the leg, 60 rounds for the leg on the Sanderson sisters one as well. I think that's it for those. US 1, 2.25 millimeter. If you guys are new, you don't know that, but if you've been here a while, you know the details. I have one more thing to show you. It's in a bag by Fat Squirrel that I got at last year's wool gathering in Yellow Springs, Ohio. She had a booth there. That's coming up the weekend after this. It's coming up my birthday weekend. Okay, gotta get all the things out of here. And I need to remember to put another thing of yarn in here because I ran out last night. So this is my Oversized Seasons cardigan. I am using, let me go and grab the yarn because I threw the label away of that one that I finished last night. This is the Big Twist Tweed from Joann's in the white color. And I can't stop working on this. I cannot stop working on this. I don't want to put it down. The only reason it got put down last night is I was in the living room. I had the TV to myself. Eric and Wyatt went to a concert last night. They saw Smashing Pumpkins, and Wyatt, that's his all-time favorite band. And this morning they got home not too late. It really wasn't that late, but it was late for a school night. So I thought when I went to wake him up this morning, it was going to be terrible trying to get him up and moving and ready for school. You guys, he was out of that bed so fast. He came downstairs with his new Smashing Pumpkins t-shirt on and he talked my ear off all about the concert, about how amazing it was, their seats, about the songs they played, the songs they didn't play. I mean, he was so precious this morning. I say precious and he would like roll his eyes if he heard me say that about him, but he was precious this morning. Just so excited to tell me about that concert. So anyways, Austin was like upstairs in his room on the phone or something, and I had the living room to myself. And I was watching TV, watched a true crime documentary that I knew Eric would not be interested in. I think it was Betrayal or something. I was like all lounged, working on my cardigan, and then I ran out of yarn. And I was like, I'm not getting up. So I just pulled out my 2 at a time socks to work on. But that's the only reason this got put down last night, or I would have worked on it the entire evening. And it's probably all I'm going to work on today. This is a pattern by Ozetta, the Oversized Seasons cardigan. There is a regular Seasons cardigan, a Seasons pullover. There are so many of this pattern, and it is so fun to do. I've already split for the sleeves. Oh, you guys, I love it so much. Here's my little raccoon from The Littlest Charm. It is just, this yarn has been, I have worked with it for the prayer shawl, so I already knew I liked it, but it has been such a joy to work with yet again. I cannot wait to have this done, for the weather to be cool enough to wear it. I think it's going to be something I throw on all the time. And I want to make more. That is how much I'm enjoying it. I will say, like, if you are someone who is a beginner sweater or cardigan knitter, I would not recommend this for a first time sweater. Get a few under your belt maybe, just because there's a lot going on. You have a lot of like, do this at the same time, do this. You have the button band, you can see here it's on a different needle if it'll focus. The button band I have on 9-inch circulars, and then I have the rest of the body on another circular. So it's great that the button band, you don't have to go back and pick up stitches and knit it then or anything, but you do have just a lot going on. You have button band on different needles, that half fisherman's rib, which is not hard, but there's just a lot going on. So I wouldn't recommend this for a first time, for a first sweater, but it is so squishy, that half fisherman's rib. I can't wait to wear it. I can't wait to knit on it again today. I'm really, really enjoying it. It's been a while since I've been this excited about a project, I feel like. And I'm so excited about this. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how quickly this gets done. I definitely feel like I would knit more of these, and I kind of want to. That's a little crazy, but I kind of want to. What else do I have to say about that? I'm knitting the size medium, I believe. It'll be on my Ravelry project page. Yes, a size medium. And using all the needle sizes recommended and all of that. I am using, I showed you the button band was on 9-inch. The pattern does recommend DPNs. I did not have the right size DPNs, but I did have 9-inch. So I tried that, and I really have enjoyed it being on 9-inch because you can see the stitches are right there in the middle of the cable. So when I'm working the body and stuff, I don't have to worry about them slipping off DPNs as much. And I feel like that would be super easy for them to slide off your DPNs. So definitely a little tip there, use 9-inch circulars for that section. Okay, I think that's it for all of my projects. I have been working on my cross stitch ornament a little bit. Maybe I'll put a picture up here of it. I didn't bring it downstairs to show, but I've been doing that for my 30 minutes of making every morning, which is a make along that we have going on in the Crazy Sock Lady Facebook group for the level 2 YouTube memberships. So that's going on over there for the month of September. I did not mention the socks that I cast on are for our Crazy Spooky make along that is going on. That one is just open to anyone on Instagram, YouTube. You can participate in the Ravelry group and by using the Instagram hashtag, I should say. But that one is open to anyone. It's not just a membership cowl or anything. So that is just using up your fall or Halloween yarns. So I did cast on those 2 socks for that make along. And there are so many other things that I want to cast on for that. You will have seen in the vlog all the yarns that I pulled out, and there's more right here that I'm looking at that came in the mail. Oh, I need more time. I need more time. Okay. Let me just set this over here, and we're just going to go through the pile because I was going to start with Yarnable. I did get my September Yarnable, but it's kind of buried here. So let's just start at the top of the pile. So last year, if you've been around since then, you may remember that I did the Polka Dot Creek Halloween. It was self-striping, right? That I did last year? Advent. And I did it again this year. I couldn't resist. So I have it here. It's the Halloween self-striping mini skein Advent, and it is Hocus Pocus themed. So it's all here in the bag. It's all numbered, and I don't even remember when we start. Do we start on October 1st? I don't know, you guys. I'm gonna have to look it up. I mean, really, you could start whenever, but I like to do it when I'm supposed to because I show my work and I don't want to ruin anything for anyone. But it did come with a pattern, the Witch's Brew sock pattern that is, I have the printed pattern here, and then we get the free download on Ravelry as well. So it came with instructions for how you can knit up your sock. Last year I didn't follow that. I don't even really remember what I did last year. I think I made 2 pairs of socks, didn't I, out of the Advent? But this one is, how many days do we have? Let me just see if there's some instructions in here. I need instructions. No, I thought maybe this was instructions. It is not. 8 through 12. It's 12 days, I think, right? Yes, it's 12 days. I'm reading there are instructions. I just did not look close enough. So it gives you instructions on how to get 2 pairs of socks, four socks, 2 pairs out of this Advent, which is a 12-day Advent. So pair 1 would consist of days 1 through 6. Pair 2 would consist of days 8 through 12. Maybe that's what I'll do this year. Maybe I'll actually follow the instructions. Last year I did not. Maybe I will this year. All right. I got that. I do need to look up and see when like the day you're supposed to start is. I feel like Polka Dot Creek shared it in their stories last year as they were working them up, if I'm remembering correctly. So I'll probably just do that and start when they start. Okay, I saw in the Crazy Sock Lady membership that somebody posted Needles at the Ready had fall yarn, and I couldn't resist. So this is its fall, y'all. Look how gorgeous. There is their logo, Needles at the Ready. And this is on their Superwash BFL. So this is 75% Superwash BFL, 25% nylon. It feels so nice. It's been a while since I've worked with BFL and I'm excited. I don't know if this will get knit up this year, but I kind of want to because it's so, so pretty. They also sent, I have a sticker and a pin. And then a sticker with their logo. So I'm very excited about that. First yarn from them, and I could definitely see ordering a lot more. I did get my row 1. It is Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. And row 1, if you're new here, is a mini skein subscription service. You get different mini skeins each month from a different yarn dyer each month. And it's just a great way to try out some new yarns, try out a new dyer, see if you like their colorways, how they work up, their bases. It's really great. So this is what I'm using for my DK weight jelly roll. So this is Happy Mermaid yarn. If you haven't gotten this, you don't want to see a sneak peek at the colors, maybe look away. But here's what the minis look like. They have the name of the yarn dyer and the colorway listed on them, which I think is so great. And they come in a plastic bag, but I'd already opened that. So they're all tucked into this bag that everything came in. And I will put this down in my DK jelly roll, and I need to start working on that. Maybe I'll move that to my 30 minutes of knitting for just a bit, because it does take me about 30 minutes to add in one mini to that blanket. All right, Yarnable for September. Yarnable is a yarn subscription service that Cheryl of Hypnotic Yarn does. This is another one I've been getting for ages. I'm thinking for next year, this is me talking crazy for a minute. I saw Lisa of 72 Stitches wrapped up some yarn like in tissue paper and numbered them and put the numbers in a cup and is drawing one. I think she said she wants to do one a month, but anytime she, wants to do one of those, she draws from the cup and that's the yarn she cast on. I feel like I need to do that for next year with some of my Yarnable, because this year I've been trying to knit them up in the month I received them and I've done well, but in years prior, they just got stuck in the stash. And it's not because I didn't like them. I love them. I just get distracted. So I'm thinking I would like to pull out some Yarnable and do that next year. And whether it's like one a month or, I don't know what it would be, but just be like, okay, you want to cast on a new sock? Go draw a number out of that cup for Yarnable. I think I need to do it. But September's came, and Yarnable, I will put a link for them down below. They are not always open to new subscribers, new members, but you can head over, follow that link. If they are not open, you put your email in and they will email you when spots become available. And I also have a discount code that I will put there as well. It is $5 off of your first Yarnable box. So for mine, you can customize it, get different weights of yarn, different amounts of skeins. They have so many different options, but I always do one skein of fingering weight. And if you haven't gotten this yet, you don't know any spoilers. Fast forward just a bit. I'm going to talk about the box now, but you always get a card that has all of the info for the box. It tells you about the inspiration for the box, the name of the colorway, about the extras that are in the month's box. Then on the back, you do have a QR code that you can scan to learn more about this month's Yarnable, and also a scratch off discount code for Hypnotic Yarn that's good for the month you received the box in. So this month, the colorway name is, well, let's do the extras first. Maybe? Yeah, let's do the extras first, and then we will talk about the colorway name and the yarn. So our first extra here is Page Flags by Girl of All Work. And these are great. They're like little sticky tabs that you can use. You can use them in your patterns, your knitting patterns, or books to mark something. They're really great. And those are so, so pretty. I actually think I'm out of these too. I like to use them in my patterns, and I think I'm out of them. We also have woodland themed sticky notes. These are by Yarnable. It says just one more row. Look at that cute little fox. Can never have too many sticky notes. And then we have a magnetic bookmark from Yarnable. It says it's not hoarding if it's yarn. Love it. And this is gonna go upstairs on my book that I'm reading right now. It's got the magnet on the inside. So pretty. So those are the extras. And then our yarn for this month, the colorway name is Mossy Hollow. And this one is gonna be socks for Eric. He's already claimed it. So here's the Yarnable logo. This is Mossy Oak. I think I'm gonna do morning coffee socks for him with this yarn. I think that would be great. I think this definitely needs to be in a patterned sock. It would look really nice in a patterned sock, I think. So I always just get one skein of fingering weight because socks is what I always do with it. And this is their plush sock base, which is an 85-15 superwash merino nylon blend. Okay, I only have one more thing. It's a big one though. I may have ordered some self-striping yarn. I went a little crazy. They are only 50 gram skeins though. That's how I justified ordering so many, because they're 50 grams, so they were not as expensive. And I think I will still be fine. I need to decide how I'm gonna do it. Some of them have minis, so that'll be fine to do like probably my normal size socks. For me anyways, not for Eric. I guess I'll do the leg a little shorter, but I might do shorties with these, because I want to have some leftovers for some other things, you know? I'm undecided. I'll figure it out. But the first two here are cowboy themed. I had to have those. So this is Cowboy Gnome and Cowgirl Gnome. They both have a mini skein. I didn't even say who these are by. I'm so excited about them. This is by Area 51 Fibers. And these skeins are an 80-20 superwash merino nylon blend. And there's 213 yards, 50 grams. So that's those. I told Eric we need matching cowboy and cowgirl gnome socks. Then I have 3 Halloween colorways. So we have, or well, I guess this one isn't really Halloween. It's fall, autumn themed. This is Sweater Weather. So pretty. Then we have All Hallows Eve. Oop. These are all on the same base, same amount of yarn. And Black Flame Candle. Hocus Pocus, had to have it. And then I got a Christmas one. This is Yuletide Cheer. Love me a good in-your-face Christmassy holiday color. That is beautiful. So yeah, I got all the yarn and it all came recently. Yesterday I had 3 packages come. I was like, oh dear. Oh dear, I gotta quit buying the yarn for a while. I think that's it. Looking around to make sure I have not forgotten anything. So I think that's kind of it for the knitting. Just a few quick little life things and what I'm reading. And so I did finish reading the 2 books that I was reading. The Riley Sager book, the only one left, I think. Loved it so much, so good. Gave it 5 stars. It was great. Apples Never Fall. I was I didn't really like it that much, if I'm being honest. It was okay. It was a little too slow for me, and it was a little long. It seemed like it dragged at parts. I've read some of her other books and really liked them, but this one I wasn't that crazy about. I was happy that it was over. What did I start reading? I'm gonna have to check. I started reading The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Jewell. And then I'm also reading From Blood and Ash by Jennifer Armentrout. That one is like totally not something I would normally read at all. I started it and I'm like, I don't even know. This is not something I would read. But my sister gave it to me. She really enjoyed it. She's reading the second one right now, I think. So I told her I would give it a try. So I'm going to give it a try and see, but definitely not my normal kind of book. The Lisa Jewell one is 100% my normal kind of book. Watching, we did finish Justified. Those of you that had watched through to the season finale of the new season and told me that you thought I needed to finish it, even though I didn't enjoy the season, I needed to finish it and that I would be happy. There are no words for my happiness. There are none. I will not spoil anything. I will not spoil anything. Because I would tell you how, like, the ending, like, what I said on the last commercial break before the end of this season, like they came back and did the end of the season. I would tell you, but it would ruin it. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I was happy about that. So thank you guys for letting me know, because I don't think that I probably would have just told Eric to watch it and by himself, because I did not enjoy any of the season. And the ending did not make me enjoy any part of the season at all. I just didn't enjoy it. But I enjoyed the ending. So there's that. What else have we been watching? Sister Wives, Only Murders in the Building. That's about it. We have watched some movies lately. We've kind of been on a movie kick. A couple of scary movies. You know, we're kind of getting into the fall, Halloween, spooky stuff. I'm not a scary movie person. Eric loves them. I watch them. I knit and get scared. But yeah, so we've watched a couple scary movies. We did watch a Tom Hanks movie that was really good. I'll put the name of it here or something, but it was really good. I love Tom Hanks, and we haven't watched like any of his movies recently. We haven't watched movies period recently. So we watched that. I think that's kind of it. And I've kind of caught you up on life stuff. We had a really good Labor Day weekend. We spent the weekend, Saturday we went to Topgolf with the boys and did some shopping, went out to dinner, got ice cream. It was just a great day spent with my kiddos. Sunday we had church and went antiquing, and then Monday we just did basically nothing. And it was really great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I did so much knitting and it was nice. We've been in a heat wave and it's supposed to start cooling down tomorrow, I think, and I cannot wait. Yeah, I can't wait for some cooler weather. It's clearing up now. It doesn't look like it's going to storm anytime soon at the moment, so we will see. If we get any storms today, I wouldn't mind a good stormy, dreary day. I was just thinking if there was anything that I was forgetting to mention, and I think I will go ahead and start the birthday discount on my patterns. I do that every year, so let's go ahead and start it. My birthday is next Friday, September 15th. So let's go ahead and start it and run it for a little while. I'll make sure to put the details on the screen. It'll just be a sale. You won't need a coupon code. Everything will just be discounted. So if you stuck it out to the end, you get to see first that the birthday discount is running right now. So head over and check that out if you're looking for any patterns for the spooky make along or for fall, or maybe you're starting your holiday knitting. Head over and check out that discount while it's going on. But I think that's it for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little, not really an impromptu because I was going to record today, but no show notes, fly by the seat of the pants, hope you don't forget anything episode. And I will see you guys again next week. Until then, happy making. Bye.